Hi guys, welcome to Whole Elise. I'm Elise and today we're going to get ourselves some super soft glowing skin with these body scrub bars. Body scrub bars. You know what, that's going to be a mouthful. So essentially a body scrub bar is just any type of exfoliating scrub but in a solid bar form. So sugar scrubs, salt scrubs, coffee scrubs, pretty much any type of scrub that you like. It's just in a solid form that makes it super easy to use in the shower but also to travel with. Now that sounds good already, but I know that you guys deserve the best. So I'm actually upping the ante by making this a body butter scrub bar. Wow, rather than just a regular sugar scrub or salt scrub, I'm actually going to combine the benefits of a body butter and use that as our base and add an exfoliator to that and make it into a bar form. So this means that in this little bar, in addition to it being an incredible exfoliator, it's also going to have all the benefits of an incredible body butter, all in the convenient package of one little bar. Sounds good, right? Well, let's just get straight into it. Here's how to make a body scrub bar.
To make our body scrub bars, start by measuring out the ingredients of our base. I'm using cocoa butter, which is incredibly moisturizing but still solid at room temperature. Almond oil, although you can use any liquid oil. And finally, a vegan wax. I'm using almond wax, but beeswax or any alternative will work well. We'll need to melt our body scrub base down in order to add the next set of ingredients. In a large heatproof bowl, combine your cocoa butter, almond wax and oil. If you're wondering about ingredient substitutions, want to know more about mold selections or where to purchase ingredients, check out my website for the full tutorial. It'll be linked in the description box below.
Now I'll be adding the exfoliators and active ingredients a little bit later, but I'm actually going to use this base recipe to make two different types of scrubs. The first scrub will be an oatmeal body scrub bar, which is perfect for those of you who have sensitive skin or just looking for a lighter type of exfoliation. But the second scrub, well, that's for those of you who want to flex a little bit. It's going to be a rose sugar scrub with a secret ingredient that will give it an extra boost. Perfect for those of you who are a little bit more familiar and know your way around a few DIYs and you're looking for something that has that little extra sauce. So let's move on to melting down our butters and wax.
As always, use a gentle heat to melt your butter, wax and oil. Once melted, we'll need our base to cool and thicken slightly before we can add the exfoliants. Refrigerate until the mixture becomes cloudy and has the consistency of melted chocolate. At this stage we can add our antioxidant. I'm using vitamin E. Stir to make sure it's fully incorporated into the body butter base. From this point onwards, we're making two different body scrub bars, so separate your base into two containers. You can see that even though the mixture has thickened, it's still viscous enough to be poured.
Exfoliating is a key part to maintaining healthy skin. It removes dead skin, excess oil, buildup, and of course it is instrumental in getting that glowing skin that everyone keeps raving about. The first uses oats. Now if you're a regular on my channel, you're probably more than familiar with the amazing power of oats, but don't worry if you're not. In fact, we can fix that. All you need to do is head on down to the bottom corner of the screen somewhere and you'll see that red subscribe button. You're going to want to click that, as well as hitting the notifications bell, because how else are you going to become an expert on the power of oats? Okay, so not only do ground oats work amazingly as an exfoliator, but they're also naturally high in antioxidants as well as anti-inflammatory properties, which means that they're able to soothe, repair, and also moisturize your skin. Oats are a great choice if you suffer from sensitive or acne-prone skin, or even eczema, because you can determine just how exfoliating you want the oats to be in your scrub. Depending on how coarse or how fine you grind your oats in the first place, it will result in you having either a more exfoliating scrub or one that's gentle enough to be used on your face. In fact, you can click the icon above to watch my free ingredient oatmeal scrub, which is incredible if you're looking for a lighter type of exfoliation.
Feel free to use pre-ground oats, but the beauty of our oat body scrub bar is that we can customize the level of exfoliation by choosing the coarseness of our ground oats. Using either a coffee grinder or pestle and mortar, grind your oats until you're happy with the consistency. course the oats will be more exfoliating, whilst if you grind them into a powder, it will be softer on your skin. Essential oils are always optional, but I'm using a few drops of vanilla and orange essential oils. This makes our oat body scrub bar smell just like a chocolate orange. It's so delicious. Add in a few spoonfuls of ground oats. Once again, the more you add, the more exfoliating your body scrub bars will be. And then make sure to thoroughly mix everything together so that your oats are evenly distributed.
The second body scrub bar uses sugar as its exfoliant. Sugar is a great choice to use because it's affordable and you likely already have it at home. You can use pretty much whatever sugar you have available. You can use white, muscovado, raw, coconut, pretty much anything that you want. In this video you can see that I'm using white sugar. We just happen to have some laying around the house, so I figured but typically I would actually recommend using brown sugar. Brown sugar can actually provide a deeper level of exfoliation, and it also has antibacterial and glycolic acid, which all helps to maintain radiant skin.
Like with our oat scrub, start by adding in any essential oils you wish to use for fragrance. I'm keeping it simple by using geranium to boost the floral scent. This will be a sugar scrub bar, so add your exfoliant by spooning in your sugar of choice. Even though our base is still liquid, it's cooled and thick enough so that the sugar won't dissolve prior to our bar's setting. Now these next two ingredients are completely optional, but for a little extra spice, I'm adding in both rose petals and beetroot powder. The beetroot powder not only colours our scrub a rosy red, but it's also packed full of vitamin C and folic acid, which helps renew your skin cells and increase collagen production. Rose petals have a number of benefits for your skin, but a word of warning, make sure to grind your flowers finer than what you see here, otherwise the petals can be a little too rough on your skin. Like before, mix thoroughly.
The keen-eyed amongst you might have noticed that we didn't actually use a preservative in this recipe, and that's because we made our body scrub bars mainly from oils and they don't have any water-based ingredients. However, because these bars are actually exposed to water when you use them in the shower, that can actually introduce mold and bacteria. Now, a good way of getting around using a preservative in this instance is to make sure that your body scrub bars are actually single use only. So it's best to use a mold that has small enough portions that it will work for one use only. Silicone molds are the best choice to use because they are extremely flexible. You can even scrunch them up into a ball and they'll pop right back out into their shape. So they're great to use, especially when you have any sort of delicate product and you don't want to worry about it cracking as you take them out of the molds. These are the molds that I used in this body scrub bar tutorial. You can see that they are really quite small. If you can't find soap molds that are this small, then using sweets or chocolate molds are a great choice to use instead. And if you don't have any molds at all, ice cube trays make for great molds. I actually find that it's a lot more hygienic to make single-use body scrub bars, especially when you consider that most body scrubs come in a pot and you're always sticking your hands in and out and they'll inevitably get exposed to water every time you put your hand in. It's a lot easier to clean up when it's in a bar form, and it's also travel friendly, so you can have smooth skin on the go.
On a flat surface, pour your body scrub into the mold. Don't worry about any drips, they're easier to clean up after the mixture has set. I'd also recommend placing your mold onto a baking tray first, as we'll need to transfer these into the fridge, and it makes it a lot easier, trust me on this one. You'll need to leave your body scrub bars to set in the fridge for a full 24 hours before using them. They actually set pretty quickly, but if you use them before the 24 hours, you'll notice that they begin to melt almost immediately after taking out of the fridge. So even though it's tough, just be patient with this one and wait the full amount of time. These babies pop right out of the mold and they apply just as well. Once your skin is wet, simply massage the body bars into your skin. As they melt, you'll feel the creamy cocoa butter providing slip and moisturizing your skin.
Unlike with a conventional body scrub, because we use cocoa butter as our base, in addition to this little bar being incredibly exfoliating, you can actually feel just how moisturized and soft your skin feels afterwards. In fact, you could probably skip the moisturizer if you're that way inclined. But for those of you who moisture is supreme, I've actually got an in-shower body lotion tutorial coming out next week. So subscribe to my channel and make sure that you do have the notifications bell turned on so you know as soon as that video comes out.
Thanks for watching. Check out these videos for more natural body scrubs and lotions.